Mr. Hatter.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm better than Alice is here.
I know, I haven't seen her at all.
I'm free.
Oh,
I can do whatever I want.
What are you going to do? I have a quick question, Mr. Hatter.
What was your question?
If you could rewrite any part of your story, what would it be? And what would you do?
All of it. I would call it the Mad Hatter in Wonderland.
Oh,
I
yes.
would reinstate all 30 of my scenes that were cut.
Oh.
And I would cast Alice as tree number 5 in the very back. Do I want to continue my answer?
Oh, okay.
So to reiterate, your question was, what would I change about my story?
Yeah.
And I said everything. And then I would call it the Mad Hatter in Wonderland.
Oh, I love
Starring the Mad Hatter.
Yes.
The March Hare.
Oh.
The Dormouse.
Yeah.
The Dodo Bird. The Tweedles.
Yes.
Her Majesty, the Queen of Hearts.
Of course. You gotta have that.
The King.
Yeah.
Bill. Everyone else.
Yes.
Including the doorknob.
Oh, of course. You gotta have the doorknob.
And special thanks to Alice.
How about we make her the biggest villain of all? Like,
oh,
in the
we
background.
could make her a villain.
Yes.
Yeah.
She is the villain. She just gotta be more...
She is a villain. I mean, she destroyed my teacup one day.
She gotta be more prominent.
She already has had practice at being a villain.
That's
so
true.
It makes sense that she's the villain of the story.
We need to make her the most...
She's that tree, and this is where her villain origin story begins.
Oh, my goodness.
She's tree number 5 in the back. She goes, "May I have a line, Mr. Hatter?" And I say, "No! Who let her talk to the star of this film? She's fired. Fire her." And then she goes back to her trailer, and she's crying.
Oh,
she
no.
gets mad, and then she puts on a mask, and she becomes a villain.
She's the Mad Alice.
Get her revenge on me. She's Mad Alice.
And you're just Hatter. You're not Mad Hatter.
I'm
You're
Hatter.
just
Yeah,
Hatter.
I'm
just a good guy.
Just Mr. Hatter.
You're not a bad guy at all.
Not a bad guy at all. Drinking my tea.
I like this story. We need to see it.
We do.
I want to ask everybody, actually.
I'm also curious to know everybody's.
Yeah, I want to see this.
See if they're as drastic as me.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to be as drastic as you, but...
Probably not.
But you're the most imaginative, so...
True, I am one for theatrics.
You are.
Theatrics.
Oh, perfect. Cheers. Thank you, Mr. Hatter.
I didn't spit this time.
You didn't. You did. Good
I
job.
take that as a win.
Oh, my God. And if you had to change any part of your story or add something to it, what would it be?
I would have to say more time with Prince Philip.
Oh.
Of course, I'm so happy that everything worked out just as it was meant to.
That was so special.
I just spent most of my life dreaming about him.
Oh.
And I think if we could have shared an extra dance out in the woods,
yes.
well, I would hold on to that memory forever.
Oh, that'd be so special. Oh, my goodness. And if you could change one part of your story or add something to it, what would you want to change?
I wouldn't change anything.
Oh.
Well, if I never ate the wishing apple, I never would have met the prince.
That's true.
If I can add anything to it, though. Let's see. If I can add anything to my story, I could have used a little more sleep.
Oh, yes.
I think us girls could always use a little more sleep.
I love that.
Right?
That's true. I love that
I
answer.
was all right. Nothing but sweet dreams, of course.
That's true. That's a perfect answer. I love it.
That's very kind of you to say.
And I was wondering, if you had to change or add anything to your story, what would it be?
That's a good question. I would want fairies.
Oh,
we have Will-o'-the-Wisp,
yeah.
but I think Tinkerbell would really help out a lot.
Yeah, she would. That'd be amazing.
That'd be amazing.
I love it. If you could change any part of your story or add something to it, what would it be?
Add something to it. I think probably. Wait, let me think. I think that actually the crocodile would turn out to be a fairy godmother.
Oh.
And actually then the crocodile grants all of our wishes, and our wishes are the Captain Hook doesn't smell so bad anymore, and then also that that nobody ever grows up ever.
Yes, that's the best wish anybody could ever make.
What would you wish for?
I would wish to stay in Neverland forever. Change anything about your story or add something to it, what would you want to do?
What an interesting question. Well, I don't think I would change anything because it all ended up working out how I think it was meant to, right?
Yeah.
And let's see, add anything? Well, maybe, let's see. I wish I had more time at the Royal Ball. Time went by too quickly, so maybe that's what I would add.
That's special. I love it. If you could change any part of your story or add something to it, what would it be?
If I could change any part of my story, what would it be? Well, I would choose for the real story to get out there. I would choose to have Beast just gazing at us lovingly from the wall. As you know, I
my
put my foot up by
God.
the fire, and Belle's rubbing my feet. And now the little one's playing on the floor. The dogs, obviously. There'll be kids eventually, but we can start with dogs.
Yeah. You got to get that story out there. I'm sure that Belle will very much enjoy that part
If I
of
could
that
change
story.
anything about my story, it would be that Beast's feelings wouldn't be so hurt when Belle finally marries me.
Oh,
That's what I do.
and I was wondering if you had to change or add anything to your story, what would it be?
I think something I would maybe change. Now everything's worked out perfectly the way it has.
That's true.
But I think I just regret not opening the door for Anna earlier.
Yeah.
Enough. You know, I think. Well, now we have a wonderful relationship. But of course, I wish it would have started sooner.
That's true.
Yeah.
You are some of the most amazing sisters ever.
Aw, thank you very much.
And if you had to change or add anything to your story, what would it be?
I don't think I would change anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I love my family.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of everything I've accomplished and everything my sister's accomplished.
Aw.
And I mean, there's still a lot ahead of us.
Yeah.
So I think anything I would want to do, I'll probably get done.
Yeah. You have the most amazing story.
Well, thank you very much.
If you had to change something in your story or add something to it, what would it be?
Well, I definitely want to bring Sumaya on one of my adventures, so hopefully I can do that pretty soon.
Oh, that'd be so much fun to see you both together.
Yes,
That'd be
and
so
she's
sweet.
getting a little bit better at sailing too, so hopefully soon she'll still be on the reef.
Oh, you'd be a great duo together.
Oh,
If you had
thank
to change anything about your story or add anything to it, what would you like to do?
That's a very good question. I think initially I would say I'd love to keep my voice for most of it.
yeah.
But I think it's a very important part of my journey.
That's true.
So I don't know if I would change anything.
Oh,
yeah.
that's true. I do love your story the way it is. It's
Thank
beautiful.
you. I would add all of my friends though, that's for sure.
That's true. I love that. If you could add anything to your story or change anything up about it, what would you want to do?
I wouldn't change anything because I do believe that everything happens for a
That's
reason.
true. Yes.
But maybe I'll add another outfit change.
Oh, I love that. I'm sure it'd be the most gorgeous dress
Fashion.
ever.
Oh, thank
What color would it be?
I really want a pink one.
Oh, that'd
Royal
be
always
beautiful.
talks about pink dresses on me.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's quite cute.
Oh, I love that. If you had to change something about your story or add something to it, what would it be?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'd change anything. Okay, we
Yeah.
definitely had some rough bumps in there, but it all worked out in the end. So I wouldn't be scared to change anything about it.
Yeah. Would you add anything to it?
Maybe some churros. I discovered
Yeah.
that here at Disneyland.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I think that everybody in your story would love it, especially Abu too.
Yeah, I've been thinking about maybe making some baklava churros,
Oh.
pistachio on top,
That
bringing
sounds
that
so
to
good.
Agrabah.
I like
Yeah.
that. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I also wouldn't mind a sequel
Oh.
called The Mad Hatter in England,
Oh.
where I go up the rabbit hole
Oh my goodness.
and I'm lost in England,
I want to see that.
and I interrupt Alice's tea party.
Yes. Why haven't we had this?
I like this better.
I really like the
Should we
story.
do the sequel instead?
We might have to do the sequel. I'll help you write it. I was an English
Want me to
major.
write
I was an English major, so I could write it.
All right, I'll give you writing credit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I would love to see this movie. Oh, we need it. Or would you want it in a book or a movie?
Let's go straight to movie,
Okay.
because then if we write a book first,
Yeah.
and then we make it into a movie, then all the people who read the book are going to be disappointed because it's
true.
not like the book,
That's true.
and then I have to deal
Yeah.
with all that.
You have to deal with all the bad reviews.
So we'll do a movie first,
Yes.
and then I'll do a sequel, and then I'll do a third one to make it a trilogy,
Oh.
and then 5 years from now, we'll do a remake.
Oh.
And a
Oh,
reboot.
okay. That'd be awesome.
Yes,
I love
the perfect formula.
I love it. You
for
became-
storytelling.
You have the greatest idea, Mr.
I-
Hatter.
It's because that's why my hat's so big.
That's true. You have all the ideas in there.
Wish I will, wish I might. Give me some tea, or else I'll... Wait. My shoes are too tight. 7! Oh. Yes.
I get that reference.
I wasn't even trying. Oh, goodness. Well, let me redo it.
That's a classic reference.
8! Oh, 9. Sorry.
What's been happening with the door?
Barely fit.
Uh-oh.
Ready? One more.